Hello, everyone, and welcome to a brand new episode of Unwanted Answers. That's right, we are here in Season 4. Who'd have thought it? Plus, who'd have thought when we get to Season 4 it would be like this?
I wouldn't have thought it.
No, wouldn't have wanted it. Oh, man, all the things we were so excited to do in 2020. Man, remember how excited we were for the Roaring 20s?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
We talk. It'd be interesting to listen back to that year-end finale and hear all the things we thought might happen in 2020.
We were so excited, and then this happened. But yes, we are all in quarantine, separate.
Yep.
Yes, we're in separate studios recording these.
Yeah, you say studios very generously, but yeah.
Yes.
Separate places.
Separate places, and you know what? We don't know where Paul is. Where is he?
That's a good question. I mean, I could probably call this number back that keeps calling me unknown. He usually shows up as unknown, but usually doesn't call this aggressively often, so...
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Paul. We'll get to you one day, man.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll hit you back eventually.
We are here with Unwanted Answers, and... we got a lot of stuff packed up in this episode, you guys, just like we did the last one.
Sure do.
All right, so, as always on Unwanted Answers, not a lot to ask for this, but I got to ask, anything new going on in the life of quarantine?
Well, let's see. In the last episode, I had nothing going on, really. This time, I have nothing going on. So,
nothing.
Yeah, no, I'm
kind of like it is for almost everyone else.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in like a 2-week period because I finished my classes, which were online at the end, and I'm taking some summer classes. So I'm kind of in like a 2 or 3 week period where I'm just doing nothing.
Oh, did you when? So are you doing the online classes now? No, you said 2-week period.
Yeah, I May 18, 19 or something like that. I'll start doing online classes for the summer.
So I can still log into my old college email, which they said I can do forever, but we'll see if that's another lie.
Yeah.
But I logged into there to check my grades, which they haven't posted them yet, which, again, oh my God, I thought I was done 5 years ago. We'll see what happens this time.
Yeah.
But it said that they are going to stay extended doing the online stuff only until August 4th.
I see. I think for my school, I think that actually I think what they eventually decided was that the entire summer, there's like 2 sections of summer. I think the entire summer is going to be just online.
On our old college, it says that they're going to continue remotely through June 29th.
Oh. Yeah, it kind of will. I feel like they push that out much longer.
Oh, yes. Gotta love that online learning.
Yep.
Speaking of online learning, you know, some of this recording I would like to keep as a document for historical purposes.
Yes.
Because I don't know if there's going to be a lot of other places where people can find what it was like from people like our point of view. People like us.
Yeah.
Maybe with poorly constructed sentences like that, you shouldn't know what it was like for people like us. But
yeah,
we're going to try anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, I switched over to online classes. Wow. Was it almost 2 months ago? It was, wasn't it?
Jeez, yeah.
Almost 2 months. So, you know, everyone was excited about it. And, you know, for the most part, a lot of the teachers were very good about adapting to online classes.
Yeah.
But boy, was there one who did not adapt very good to online classes. Now, why do you ask this? Well, this teacher decided, and I won't say what their name is because they're a nice person. They just were very bad with this one incident.
Yeah.
Of switching to online.
Right.
But they decide that, other classes will adapt. We got to change things. But with this class, it was, oh no, we are going to keep going as usual. So you are going to have to wake up and be online at 8:30 a.m. as for the class discussions, which is just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is not what online is supposed to be, bro. This is not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then not only that, he added the discussion board you had to do.
Yeah.
And also, he took attendance for if you were there or not. And remember, if you miss 2 or 3 absences, you fail the entire course.
Really? So even for online?
Really? Even for online. And you know what really bugs me?
What?
He talked about all this free time he had now. All this free time. I've been able to read so many books I've always wanted to read.
My gosh.
I've been able to write so many papers I wanted to read. You all have so much more free time now. Use it to help you. I'm just like, no, you're taking all our free time away. You're ruining this. So, yeah, that is what online classes were like for me. What about for you?
So for me, I basically just had that the class time was the due time for the assignments, so I could do them whenever I want. Didn't need to be necessarily on at the time of the class. Just turned it in at the time, and that was for one class. That was the entire thing. The other class, I had 2 Zoom meetings, or actually 3. I think 3 Zoom meetings for like presentations. But then after we were done with those, we were free again. So I basically had 3. I have had 3 times I have to be somewhere in the last 2 months.
Oh man, Tuesday and Thursdays, 8:30 to 9:45. And you know what? I won't lie, I was only half paying attention in them.
Yeah.
I had another internet window open. I was just browsing during that time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Wikipedia's here.
I don't blame you. I actually do think that one of my summer classes, I believe, is going to force us to be on a Zoom meeting at like 9 a.m. once a week for like an hour.
You might as well just drop out.
But apparently it's not like the whole class. I don't exactly know what it's going to be though, but I don't know. It's one of my 3 summer classes I'm taking.
See, I had one class. Oh, the same class where I still had the manuscript that I debated what to do with.
Oh yeah.
I still haven't figured out what to do with it. Well, she never mentioned it to me. Like, hey, you got that manuscript. Hey. I don't know what to do with this thing. Can I publish it?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. But we had you had like an optional video chat thing during this person's office hours where you could ask questions, and that was helpful. But my God, every Tuesday and Thursday at that time discussing what was a really pointless class.
Yeah.
And you know what every class was? People talking about?
What?
Every single class.
Well, I believe that the media is having a negative impact on us because they're making us more afraid of the coronavirus than we really should be.
I'm like, you know what? That was every single student. Every single one talking about,
well, I think the media should be held accountable for this.
I'm just like, I never think about this stuff, guys.
I'm so glad.
Who cares?
I'm so glad I don't have a class like that. Wow.
I was just like, who cares? Leave me. I just want to go back to bed, guys. This isn't worth it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I almost thought about maybe I shouldn't tell this story, but I will anyway. There was this one kid. I don't remember how this happened, but I almost was gonna say something that would have got me booed out of the class. because, we're a little older than the traditional college-age students.
A little.
A little. We're not in our 50s or anything, although how would you guys tell?
Yeah.
You're just listening to us. We could lie wherever we want.
Yeah.
Man, I remember the Great Depression. Oh, man. Oh, remind me of this commercial I saw today. Oh, I was just like, that's not cool, guys.
Oh, no.
But there was this. They had it where the class was discussing. I think it was like the kid was talking about how growing up they didn't have cable or something. And they talked about, well, my friends would talk about, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and iCarly. I really wasn't able to watch those shows. And I just wanted to be like, well, you're lucky because, those shows sucked.
Wait, were they not allowed to watch, like they were too young?
They didn't have cable, so they had to wait for them to air on ABC on the Saturday morning.
Okay.
But like I said, no big loss because those shows sucked.
Yeah, I mean, not everything is something that needs to have nostalgia around it. That's
exactly. We don't want to remember Sweet Life of Zack and Cody or iCarly. Oh. I mentioned this earlier. This commercial I saw before we started recording. Do you remember last week how we talked about the different generations?
Yeah.
Do you know what this one commercial said?
Uh-oh. What was it?
It said they were talking about, how obviously older people are more at risk for, the virus stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why everyone should be extra careful,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to, accidentally kill grandma.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have that problem. Father Time and kidney failure took care of my grandparents. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Oh, that got dark. But it's okay. I never really knew any of them. But, moving on.
Yeah.
But they talked about how they were at risk. You know what they said?
What?
Our most valuable generation is at risk. And I was like, wait.
Oh, jeez.
I take offense to that, sir. You're saying they're more valuable than me? I don't like that. First, they were the greatest generation. Now they're the most valuable generation.
Yeah, it seems like a negging situation where they're just...
What, did they strike oil or something?
I mean... I imagine the person writing that is probably just like, these kids aren't appreciating. And
look to your elders. They're important.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, they're
the valuable generation.
The most valuable generation, apparently. And apparently, us millennials, we are the worst ones.
Well, we're in it, so what more evidence do you need? We make a podcast.
Yeah. Without any sponsors. We're doing it for your free entertainment, people.
Yeah.
If that doesn't... What were they called? What did they call them again? Oh, if we weren't the... If we're not the most valuable, I don't know what is.
I'm at a loss.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't
But
either.
yes, there we go. We are here in our special quarantine. Oh, I meant to ask this. Because you aren't doing anything at the library, do you know when you'll be able to go back, or is everything just up in the air right now?
It's fairly up in the air. I know that we won't be back in May. And I know that at some point we're going to be working back in the building, but patrons won't be allowed there. Like, I don't know what we'll be doing. And then at some point we're going to start doing like a pickup type of thing where people can't go into the library, but they can pick up books. So there's like a plan, but when those things are actually going to start happening, we don't know yet. So for the time being, no job. Luckily, I'm still getting paid. They're still paying me. And no school. So just a good old-fashioned... It feels like summer in high school or something. Like, just like It's summertime. I never had a job in high school, so I in summertime I just like, wow, I have nothing all day, all night, no obligations,
Party all day, every day.
and for me, that meant basically what I'm doing now, which is quarantining myself in my room.
Yes, as we said, there's no way when this thing gets done, am I going anywhere?
Yeah,
No way.
you guys can. Deal
I'm
with the
waiting
rest
to
of the
see what
world.
happens to everyone else.
Yeah,
Let those other brave souls go before me.
yeah, they're braver than I.
Yes, they're braver than I.
So,
All right.
as for our next segment, do you have something before we get into a question?
Yes, I do have, and on this day. On this day! One is a little short. I don't know how much we can get out of it, so I do have two.
All right.
All right. Now, on this day in 1983, the book The Hitler Diaries are revealed as a hoax after being examined by experts.
I didn't know about this story. What are the Hitler Diaries?
The Hitler Diaries was Hitler's published diaries
Oh,
that everyone thought until it turned out they weren't his.
well, that almost makes it more interesting because the idea of someone writing a bunch of diaries pretending to be Hitler is so weird that it's almost more interesting to me because I don't care what Hitler has to say. But
Oh, there's some weird stuff in
I
there.
know. I care a lot more about this weirdo who made a
It
hoax.
was Conrad Kaju.
Okay, well,
You look at his Wikipedia, he's very happy. You know why? Because he got a lot of money for writing the Hitler Diaries.
wow, he served a 4.5
He
year
wrote
prison
them
sentence.
between 1981 and 1983.
Jeez, wow.
you gotta wonder what makes someone decide, all right, I'm going to pretend to write the Diaries of Hitler.
What? Wow, this feels like an entire thing I'm gonna have to look into. I had no idea this happened.
Could you imagine? I mean, would you be upset? I mean, first of all, you have to wonder who would buy a diary of Hitler.
They're weirdos.
And would there be anyone who's upset by this? Like, oh, it's a fraud! Or would you be like, or would the person be like, oh, thank God, these were given to me as a gift, and
Oh my
I can
God.
probably say they're more
Imagine getting that as a gift, like your grandmother's just like, I heard you like to read, so here are the Hitler Diaries.
You like the History Channel, don't you? Also known as the Hitler Channel, because all they talk about is World War II.
Here's his diaries. Or you could have it where there was like some kid who didn't know anything, just like, man, my sister won't let me read her diary. What's that? I can buy someone's diary? Cool. I don't know who Adolf is. Let me read it. And then after they're done, they walk into their living room, just a pale face, just like, Mom, I don't think I can read anything again.
Yeah.
This Adolf is weird. Mom, please don't ever invite him to a party or anything.
I don't know how you know this guy, but I would not, I don't want to meet him. That's all I'm saying.
Mom, do you know Hitler? Oh, everyone knows about Hitler. Please, we need to take him to a shrink. There's something wrong with
This
him.
guy clearly needs a therapist. He clearly has grandiose opinions about himself.
Some of these ideas are really messed up, Mom.
Since at the job that I don't do for the last 2 months, I like check in stuff that's in the book drop, so I see everything that people return to the library. Every now and then I'll see a copy of Mein Kampf come through, Hitler's autobiography, and I'll just be like, I hope that was for educational purposes.
What does Mein Kampf mean in English?
My struggle.
My struggle?
Yeah, I believe
Maybe-
so. It's about his
They
struggle. My struggle or my fight.
Maybe he thinks it's like something about. Maybe people who read it think it's about constipation or something.
1 too many.
Oh, that's something that Huck loves. Wait, man! Sometimes you need a book to tell you how to pee.
Man, that's good.
How to poop.
Now that's just good.
Wait.
Man, when you joke about poop not coming out, that's funny.
But y'all didn't have some good jokes in the last episode, but man, reading a book on how to poop. Wait, man, that's the only time I ever read on the toilet.
Wait, see as far as looking good. I can't wait till you get to the episode about diarrhea.
Wait, man, when the toilet overflows. Wait, man, that's funny stuff.
Wait.
You know who's loving quarantine right now?
A certain someone who can just binge Adam Sandler movies all day.
Or as Huck calls the Netflix era, the golden era of Adam Sandler, man.
Yeah, that's the Sandler era.
That's the movies. Let's see. What does he have? Anyone coming out soon?
I wonder if there's a new one soon. It's funny. There's actually a movie with Adam Sandler in it that I put on my list because it actually looks like a somewhat good movie. But oh yeah, I forgot he was in Uncut Gems. Oh man, I think we might have already mentioned that, but he probably hated Uncut Gems.
Huck is just like, where was the laughs, Adam? Where was the laugh?
I'm gonna be honest, Sandler. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Man. There was a moment where he was just sitting there and watching Uncut Gems, and like there was like a violent scene or something, like some guy got shot, and Huck just lost in the theater because like, wait, that's some slapstick comedy right there.
No, that's good slapstick.
Three Stooges right there.
That's good slapstick. That's what Sandler's all about.
and then he's just sitting there and arms crossed, just angry throughout the whole movie. Make me laugh, Adam! And the other patrons are like, shh, be quiet. Make me laugh. Uncut Gems. I thought that was another word for farts. Like uncut farts. Wait.
I haven't seen it, but I imagine if there's any moment at all in the entire movie where there is a bathroom or like a toilet that shows up on the screen, Huck is just at the edge of his seat where he's like, oh, come on. This is going to be like that joke in Grown Ups, isn't it? Isn't it going to be Grown Ups? It's going to be that Grown Ups 2 joke.
Oh, Huck can be excited for, there's a new comedy movie.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, Adam Sandler wrote the screenplay for.
Oh.
And he stars in it.
The King's at the
with
helm.
Kevin James.
Oh my God, really?
And Rob Schneider.
Oh my God, that's the big trio, man. That's
It's called Hubby Halloween.
That's his first, second, and third favorite movies or movie actors.
It's got a good-natured but eccentric community volunteer Hubie DuBois, who is Adam Sandler, finds himself at the center of a real murder case on Halloween night. Despite his devotion to his hometown of Salem, Massachusetts, and its legendary Halloween celebration, Hubby is a figure of mockery for kids and adults alike.
Wow.
One of my favorite things is to hear little kids swear at adults, man. Man, when that kid called Adam Sandler a bleep bleep, man, that was funny. Wait. Wait. Man, he's so excited.
Yeah. This is kind of random. Well, I'm right now. I've got it brewing, but I own a coffee. It must be an obscure company or something, but it's called Huck. And every time I see the packaging, I'm just like,
you have to take every time you take a sip of it, you gotta do the
I have to. And I won't lie when I say that part of the reason I got a coffee named Huck was because it was called Huck.
Maybe you could just like pretend that when Huck's not there, you'll like have a toast to him, and then you could end up at St. Luke's Hospital for Lunatics in London.
Yeah. Because I definitely, Huck is becoming another one of my personas that I exist as
Yes.
daily.
I mean, who wouldn't love just to have Huck
Yeah.
everywhere all the time?
But I think it's healthy.
I mean, Huck is having a good time right now. He doesn't have to go through mines or anything. He's just sitting at home watching the good old Adam Sandler movies.
Hooey.
Who, you know what? He's almost done. He might have to go through the Kevin James filmography.
Yeah, I don't. That's like, has Huck finished all the Adam Sandler movies, or is he that slow, or like, does he just rewatch them?
That's all you need is just the Adam Sandler filmography.
Yeah.
That's all. Those are the only movies that exist to him. The rest are trash.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, good for Huck.
Good for him.
Huck.
Yes.
So where are we? We're getting to a first question, right?
I believe. What? Oh, yes, we did on this day, didn't we?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was what
the
that
Hitler
was.
diaries were forged, which you
Yeah.
know, once again, he got those as a gift. You're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so we do have our lucky penny.
Oh yeah.
Now, you are always.
I'm always tails. Let's see if
So
I'm.
let us flip the coin and see what happens.
Apparently, there's been a streak in favor of me lately, so we'll see.
Where'd it go? Oh, God, it fell on the floor. Oh, my God.
Is it really tails?
It's really tails.
Oh no. Well,
Someday I'm just gonna have to lie.
yeah. I mean, I wouldn't blame you, and it wouldn't really be that big of a deal for me because it's less pressure, Okay. This is an odd one. All right.
Okay.
My dog is my life. Has this ever happened to anyone before? And that's the name of the question. Here's the
Okay.
question itself. I think I'm falling in love with my dog. Anytime I see him playing with other dogs, I get really jealous and just want to rugby tackle him to the ground and kiss him. I've never felt this way about anyone before, let alone a dog. I've even broken up with my BF over it. I've had this dog for 6 months, but only recently have these feelings started to develop. I don't know what to do and think if I tell anyone, they'll think I'm crazy. Please help.
Oh, man. Do you know what this reminds me of?
What?
The first thing I thought of.
What?
I think it's like we mentioned on a previous episode that got cut.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the show My Strange Addictions?
Oh.
The guy who was in love with his car.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I feel like I cut it because the audio from the thing didn't pick up that well. But yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. There was a guy who brought his dad to say, hey, Dad, I'm in love with my car. And
Yeah.
he just stood there like, what are you talking
God.
about?
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably that same situation happened with the BF where it was like, I think I'm in love with my dog. And it's like, what? Okay.
So when the person says BFO, does that mean that's probably a girl writing this? Or?
I mean, we don't know for sure, but we can. It's all right to. Is it all right to assume? Let's assume.
All we need to know is it's a crazy person.
I wonder if. Okay, so I was gonna check the name to see if I glean anything, but the name that the person has on Yahoo is just Milky.
Milky?
Milky, which tells me nothing.
It's that they love milk.
It's just a screen name. They love milk and dogs. That's it. They just sit down. They look longingly at their dog at the park on a hot summer day and drink a tall glass of milk.
Maybe they'll put 2 straws in the glass of milk and they can share it. And then when their dog tries to stick his head in the cup, she'll laugh like, "Oh, you." Oh man, what to do if you're in love with a dog? Well,
my favorite part of this, I think, was just the anytime I'm like at the dog park seeing the dog play with other dogs, I get really jealous. Like it's funny to me to think that they're even jealous about the dog interacting with other dogs.
Oh man, what to do about that?
And just the dog just woof, and then they're like, I thought they only barked at me like that. Okay.
She'll pick up the dog from the other dogs and she'll growl at the other dogs.
That's the last episode we had someone imitating a cat, and now that's someone imitating a dog. Best of both worlds.
The dog catcher will come and be like, "I don't know which one to look up, sir." The one has fur, the other I think is foaming at the mouth. What do we do? Get the trank darts. I think what you should do. This sounds a little bit like a Beauty and the Beast type situation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, one's a person, one's a beast, I guess.
Yeah.
And one is technically its prisoner if it's a pet.
Yeah, that's basically.
No one ever thinks about those. Yeah. But what you have to do is you have to have a nice Beauty and the Beast dinner, like in the movie, and then you need to dance to "Tale as Old as Time."
Yeah.
Of course, if it's a dog, it'll probably have to. The feet will probably dangle in the air as you hold it, but still, this time you get to lead in the dancing. But I mean, you play "Tales Old as Time" off a speaker or something, and then if the dog looks at you in the eyes, you'll know.
That's all it takes.
Unless it's like. Unless it's angry. That's all it takes.
I don't know if
the Beauty and the Beast test.
Yeah. Geez, this would this is such a creepy question to me. It would almost make a good short horror film, as just someone.
Oh, and you know what they have? They have their Gaston.
Oh yeah.
It's just like, well, you have no idea I can provide more for you than that dog, but I love that dog!
Yeah, that's the BF. That's the guy who she eventually left for... It's only been 6 months. That's a little fast, even for a dog. No.
I mean, you just have to, you know what the way you can tell if the dog will love you is? You open the gate and you see if it stays or if it runs.
Oh, yeah.
If it just runs and never doesn't come back, you know it wasn't meant to be. She'll be like, "Hey, what's the dog? Did they say the dog's name?"
I didn't see the dog's name.
We'll call it Reggie.
Yeah.
Reggie? Look, I'm interfering to take this next step in our relationship. But I need to know I have your complete trust. And so I'm going to open this gate, and I'm going to leave it open. And I know that you'll stay because you're a good boy and you want to go on this journey called life with me. Because I love you, Reggie, more than I could ever thought I could ever love a dog. And then she opens the gate, and Reggie just bolts out. And she watches, and she yells, "Reggie, I don't like your decision, but I respect it. I'll love you forever, Reggie. Please don't get hit by a car. If you ever want a human companion, I'll be here for you, baby." Oh, no.
They just spend their life growing old alone, looking at old pictures of her and Reggie, just reminiscing. Someday he'll come back. Someday.
Someday.
I'm waiting.
And then, like a week will go by and Reggie's not there, but then another dog will walk up to her and just sit, and she'll look at it and she'll say to herself, "You know what, girl? You're gonna be okay. It's gonna work out."
Yeah. Or after like 20 or something years, someone will have to go, it's extremely unlikely a dog has lived this long. He's like, don't say that. Reggie is just waiting for the perfect time to come back to me.
That's why they have.
They're just chasing the mailman.
They have Reggie tattooed on themselves. Like, he'll come back.
I kept seeing that question in my lineup, and I felt weird about it, but I was like, it is too funny.
You couldn't pass up on it.
Yeah, I know.
I think we found the answer.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but there it
need
is.
to open that gate and see if Reggie runs away and stays.
Yeah, then you'll know for sure.
Then you'll know.
With confidence. All right. Do you have a question?
Well, let me see. I did find a lot of questions, so maybe I'll just scroll and just pick one up at random.
All right.
Okay. I don't want to turn 22. I was really looking forward to 21, but now I turn 22 in a few months, and I really don't want to. It's the age most people graduate college, and I don't even know what I want to do in my life yet. I know, I'm not old, but I really wish I could just stay 21 forever.
Well, I think I saw this one when I was looking.
Did you?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like one of the responses was like really bleak. I feel like it was like someone was just saying like, well, time just goes on. It's inevitable. 40, 50, 60.
I don't think I read
it. It never
stops.
So, but they just got really. It's just there's no advice. Just got really bleak. Just. Yeah. Well, you know what? Time keeps on moving. There's nothing you can do. You know, you're just one step closer to death every day.
Can it though? Can't you just say, you know what? I'm done. I'm 21. This is it forever.
Yeah, you just spend the rest of your life pretending.
I mean, if you were just going to say, I'm 21 forever, would anyone really fight you that hard on it?
I mean, I suppose most people would probably be like, okay. Like, they would at least be that.
Okay, weirdo. Don't know how to tell time.
Like, when you're, like, 60, 70, and a place is like, if you don't mind me asking, would you like to, do you qualify for the senior discount? And they're like, oh, no, I'm 21. I'm pretty sure that person would just go, all right. Yeah, you're 21. Got it.
I think someone's off their medication, but hey, it is what it is.
Yep.
So, if you don't want to stay 21, you know what you got to do is you got to take all the batteries out of your clocks.
Oh, yeah, you got to stop time permanently. And, you know, it would be much easier to believe that time isn't going on right now. You could spend a few months truly believing that time is standing still.
I know. You could. You could just be like, what day is it? I don't know. It's Christmas Day for all I care.
Yeah. Christmas every day.
Exactly.
Or Groundhog's Day.
Yeah, every day is the same.
February
until
2nd.
Until that furry little freak comes out and looks for his shadow.
And you get to channel Bill Murray.
Oh, yes. There you go.
But here's, like, I don't know, 21? Why is that? I mean, no fault to the age 21. I haven't lived that many years past that. I've lived 5 additional years past that. But, like, is that really that big of a deal? Like, why? What's the big deal about 21?
I mean, 21, what would that have been? I think it was 2014 for me. I don't know. It was all right.
I mean, it's like, sure, but I guess really the thing I'm thinking is like, I can't note any sort of extreme difference between 21 and 22. I don't.
Maybe they just hate the number 2.
Oh, that could be
They were a twin.
They're just like
or something.
They hated 11
and
too.
they're just I hate.
Oh,
I
you know
hate
who wouldn't
20
hate 11 though?
Oh, I know.
Why would you hate 22? It's double 11.
It's double 11. It's beautiful in its own way.
It's
I myself.
It's actually fascinating because, as you can see, it has the digit 2 followed by an identical digit 2.
You ever know what it's like to be with twins? That is what being 22 is like.
Yeah, but instead
It's
of
wonderful.
instead of 2 identical human twins, it's 2 identical digits. In this case, 2.
Side by side, interlocked forever.
There is 2
You
of
know-
them, and they are both a 2.
You know, when you're just a single mathematician, you wish that you had a number to follow you around forever. A pal like 22 has. Instead, you are the single digit, going through life just alone.
Yeah, 20 and 23 is it's an imbalanced relationship. One of them is always going to think they're better than the other.
Mathematically, they just don't go together.
Yeah, sure. Is it a prime?
Exactly.
Wait, hold up 1 second. Is 23 a prime number?
Oh, I don't know.
It's been a long time. I just Googled 23 prime number and I got yes. You can't use it in math.
23 isn't no.
You can't.
You can't divide
It's ju-
anything by it.
23 is the outcast of the 20s. There's nothing that can happen with it.
Yep. Wait, why did I say 23?
In my eyes, it's basically
I just
a
realized.
zero.
They didn't want to be 20. Oh, I meant to bid about 21. That's the age they want. Wait, they didn't. Okay. I don't know where I got 23
They
from.
want to be 21.
I
They
me-
don't want to be 22.
Yeah, I was trying to diss on 21, and I started thinking about prime numbers and the 23.
I guess it's
Oh, no,
because that's
21.
just the way my mind works.
You know, the fun thing about 21 is it's 2 digits with the big one in front of the other.
Yes.
But when you're 22, they're equal. They are both lovely numbers together, and they create one beautiful number.
And if you see, one of the most famous mathematical equation by far is 2 plus 2 equals 4. And if you look at 22, you can see that 2 plus 2 is inside of the number itself. It is quite fascinating, really.
There's like in this scenario, the math lover goes to 44, who is 22's father. So, how you're going out with both my daughters, you say?
Yes, but I will treat them both equal because singly they are 22, but together they form a beautiful number called 22.
You're a sick puppet, son. You're a sick puppet.
I'm really worried about this. I'm really worried about this math guy's perception of age.
I know.
I'm really concerned about it.
Oh, man.
And I'm excited to be I don't know if I'm excited or dreading being a prime number again. The next one is 29.
29?
That's not too far.
Oh, man, that is getting up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'll be, was it 2022? Was that when it happened?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, boy.
Prime numbers.
Oh, yes.
Wow, another recurring character. You know, just through the seasons, these are steady. These are steady recurring characters.
We didn't have any in the last one. They had to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have to find a spot for gifted and talented Tyler somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, he always returns.
He does.
Yeah, I mean, well, we did talk
But-
about Paul last episode, but he's less of a recurring character and more a constant presence in our lives.
Yes.
Trying.
He very much is an enigma.
Yeah, it's more of an enigma slash mystery slash threatening presence slash manager kind of thing.
He's our producer, and we love him, but he scares the crap out of us,
Yeah,
and we've
he's a
never even met
producer.
him face to face.
Yeah. Yep. So, I guess the answer is 22 is... Take it from the numbers guy. 22 is beautiful.
Yeah.
22 is beautiful because a 2 plus 2, 2 on its own is beautiful, but combine it with another 2 makes it a goddess.
This is somehow the creepiest character.
I know. He goes, could you imagine if he was a math teacher or a math professor at college?
All right, people, now let's go through this. The answer is 22.
Professor, are you drooling?
No. It's I just have a special connection with 22.
I just is this episode all about my strange addictions?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh,
I don't like where that's
man.
going.
Oh man. I don't know what to expect anymore.
I
It
don't
happens.
either. Maybe we should go to another segment or question. It's too much.
Yes. All right. Did we want to do a question or did we want to do Paul's beloved product placements?
How about we do our good old product placement and we do a Dear Abby. And then
No. Our beloved Dear Abby.
our beloved Dear Abby.
Yes.
And then we're on our way.
Yes. Here we go. All right, guys. Now, for those of you who don't know, our producer, Paul, he's having some money trouble.
Yeah,
So
a little bit.
he asked us to help him sell some products. And so we're taking old products and trying to give them new uses. Now, have you ever heard of the phone answering robot from the 1960s?
Are you talking about an answering machine?
No, a phone
No.
answering
Yeah,
robot.
I haven't.
Well, it is a robot in your home. Now, it only has two things it does, okay?
Okay.
It picks up and puts down a phone.
Wow.
So, how is it that we can help market this thing?
Does it have a cool name? Is it like the
Well,
the
do you want to see what it looks like?
4000 or
Google
something?
phone answering robot, and you
Okay.
can maybe see a picture of it.
Gee, no wonder it didn't market well if it has no other name than the phone answering robot. It's got to be like, oh my gosh, it's really like you would imagine someone in 1964 thinks a robot looks like.
It's awesome. I want it.
Once it picks it up, does it like?
It can pick it up or put it down.
What's the goal after that? Do you take it from him to
Yes,
talk?
you take it. He's like your butler almost.
Okay. Well, clearly the biggest problem with the marketing is that there's no branding whatsoever. Phone answering robot is not a good call. You gotta either go the route of having like a futuristic sounding robot name, like, or product name, like you call it, like I said, like PhoneBot 4000 or something. Or you go the route of a personable robot that is like a robot character on a sitcom or something that
Like Futurama.
like, yeah, you call them like Clunker or something, and
Yes.
you go like, introducing Clunker, get your very own. If you need someone to, or you can make it go more in the robot butler direction, and call it Jeeves or something, you know? Maybe it can be a
Yes.
cross promotion. Bring back Ask Jeeves, bring back the phone answering robot.
You know, there's a lot of things you can do with a phone answering robot. A lot.
Really,
For
more than answer the
example,
phone?
Right now, we're having it where there's a lot of political calls to home phones, at least landlines.
Yeah.
What do you do when you don't want to talk to those people? You just have your robot pick it up and shut shut it down. Just pick it up, shut it down. Pick it up, shut it down. There you go.
Yeah. The possibilities are truly endless.
You have that person who keeps calling you saying, hey, would you like to make a donation to us? Please help us out. And you don't want to make a donation because you think that charity might actually be a front for a cult? Go ahead. Have your robot pick it up and just put it down.
I see. That it's kind of like a way to it's a really successful way. I mean, now you get all of these robot calls, and you can solve it with your robot.
Yes. Do you have a brat kid who is a stuck-up little snot?
And they call you for every problem.
What you do is you say, hey, son, I told you, if you don't stop acting like a little brat, you're going to have to pay with your phone. So what do? You put the iPhone in the robot's hand, and not only instead of hanging on the receiver, he'll smash it against the table. And then your kid won't be mad at you. He'll be mad at the robot. But more importantly, he'll be angry at himself as he watches his beloved phone screen get smashed against the table.
Oh, God.
There you go. I'm sorry, Mr. Robot. Be better, Johnny.
Yeah. You gotta love the potential of a robot butler.
I know. It can do anything, whether it's, what else when you lift your arm up and down? What's something you need to shake?
Let's see.
Kool-Aid. No, you stir Kool-Aid.
But, I mean, you could, you could shake it, sort of like a...
You could! There you go.
Close a lid on it or something.
Yes. Put it in a water bottle or something.
Or like a bat, like one of those flashlights that that you need to shake the battery for it to work.
And with a face like that, are you worried about your daughter's boyfriend? Just have your phone answering robot in the window of the house, and no boy will keep your beloved daughter after curfew.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at that face and tell me you wouldn't want that right outside your window. The nun.
Yep. Just keep it right out there.
The nun. It's not only does it help you avoid human contact, but it's a perfect Halloween decoration. You know, when I look at it, it looks like some guy who went in the electric chair and survived.
It kind of does. Just made of metal.
Oh, what if that's what happened? What if that's what the phone answering robot is? If there's a punishment beyond death.
They just marketed it as...
Punishment beyond death. No,
Wow.
Old Sparky isn't it. It's the phone answering robot.
When I mentioned Jeeves, I went down a rabbit hole of looking up, looking at, once again, as I do often, going to AskJeeves.com and being sadly redirected to just Ask.com with no Jeeves.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I wanted to search a few things just to see, like, you know, how good is the search function on this thing. I searched a few things, and as an example of the quality of this search engine, you know, I only have a small sample size, so I don't want to fault them too much. I believe in you, Ask. Bring back Jeeves and you might do a little better, but I tried searching a few things. One of them, I searched the name of a band called A Day to Remember, and here are the first things that came up. One, an album by that band, not too bad. Then the next thing is, do cats remember people?
Oh, wow.
Just not even close to the right. That's what this search engine came up with for me.
I miss Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, after Jeeves left, it went down the garbage. Just
Do you remember, what was it, third or fourth grade where they taught us about search engines, and instead of Google, they had us use Ask Jeeves.
Really?
They did. That was our first search engine they taught us.
Oh, and it didn't even seem weird to me at the time. Interesting.
No. I think you were the first person to tell me about Google.
Oh, really? I no, I actually remember.
There's
it's
a better site called Google. What?
No, I actually
way.
genuinely do remember feeling like pretty early on the train of Google because I don't know, it just kind of worked better. But then I literally got a Gmail account the first day that Gmail existed.
Did
Like,
you? When did it start?
Let me see. The thing is, I don't have access to that account anymore. I think it might have gotten deleted, but it was even on the first day that Gmail was available to the public, I couldn't get my first and last name as an email address. That's how common my
It
name
is a pretty
is.
common name.
Yeah, but I got my first, middle, and last name as an email address, which I
Have
could
you ever
never hope to.
Wikipedia'd? Have you ever Wikipedia'd your name?
I've checked it. I mean,
There are 3 famous people with your name.
I
All
know
of them
that
younger
there's-
than you.
I know that there's someone else with my name who has gone to similar colleges as I have because my email for the college that we both went to is Tyler Davis 2. But oh yeah, Gmail started on April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2004.
Wow.
So I was in like, well, I guess I would be in 4th grade, and I made an email account on Gmail.
Wow. Let's see. There's a place kicker. There's a football player who has your name.
Yeah, I'm curious to check that out.
There's another. There are 2 football players.
There's a
and a
basketball,
basketball
player.
player.
Yeah. Oh yeah, wow. I am not living up to the name very well.
Luckily, there's no one with my name. There is
Yeah.
someone with my name who died in the 1800s.
Oh really?
Let's see if I can. Oh, and then there's another guy. He's trying to get his doctor or something.
Oh,
we
I just
both compete.
I just stumbled upon something again that I completely forgot. This was so eerie when I found it the first time. Here's an article that I started reading about this news story a while ago, and it made me feel very strange. Here's one example of an article headline: "The disappearance of Tyler Davis and the rise of the true crime complex." So there's this story about there is a missing person named Tyler Davis who is like a 30-something-year-old male who I think some people think was either murdered by his girlfriend, or I think people think he was murdered. And so there's a bunch of true crime stuff about the disappearance of Tyler Davis, and I keep reading it. And it's even Tyler J. Davis, which is the first initial of my middle name. So I as I was looking at this missing person story, I was like,
Oh my God, is this my future?
I know, I was like, this feels strange to be reading about how this person is missing. And it's not me, or is it?
Or is it? That's what you gotta ask
Yeah.
yourself. There was one, I can't find it anymore. There was someone with my name who was alive in 1890 or something. Oh my God, apparently I died on January 21st, 1950.
Oh man, you just got to see the 50s, and then that was it.
Wait. What is this? Apparently my grandfather I never knew died.
Oh really?
And I live in Nashville, Tennessee.
What?
Oh, Grandpa! Oh my God, I never got to hold your hand or see your smiling face except in your obituary picture. Oh, here it is. My name, born 1860, died 1950. Man, that's a nice run. Then there's another one, 8. Oh, wait, that's not me. But, man, that's a nice run. 90 years? Especially during that time?
Yeah, no, that's not bad.
That's a good run.
I'd look forward to that. It's it's less worrisome than my future.
Yes. Going to bed with, as he lies in bed, just holding his shaking shotgun, just saying, I'm going to live forever, I'm going to live forever, I'm going to live forever. Well, I don't even know where we got that from.
I have no idea. Well, it was an on this day, yeah. So we still have a Dear Abby to get to.
Yes.
A beloved Dear Abby, sorry.
Beloved Dear Abby, thank you for that.
Yes, let's get into that, because we love our beloved Dear Abby, and we wouldn't want to forget it.
This is one, when I saw it, I knew we were going to do it.
Yeah.
Dear Abby, I like to jump on our neighbor's trampoline when they're out of town. I have been doing it for decades. Normally it's no big deal, but last weekend they returned home earlier than usual and caught me in the act. Now my wife is ashamed to show her face around the neighborhood, and she's blaming me for the whole thing. Abby, I have a simple solution to this mess. It's not really a question then, is it? If the neighbors don't want me jumping on the trampoline, they should cough up the money for a privacy fence. Don't you agree?
What? I don't know what to tell you. There is no fence. There's no fence. I jump on the trampoline.
Your Honor, listen to me. There was no fence, okay? Well, if there's no fence, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's public property if it's not fenced. What are you doing? No, that's my property. No, not if there's not a fence up. Oh, it's our trampoline now, buddy.
I imagine the family walking home and catching him in the act of jumping on the trampoline, like a horrible moment of catching someone cheating. Like the family walks into the backyard where the trampoline is, and they're just like, "Our trampoline!"
He's just jumping, having the time of his life. Woo-hoo, woo-hoo! And then he looks over, and then suddenly he just flops down, doesn't bounce back up, looking at the neighbors.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
How's it doing? He's been doing it for decades.
My gosh. And he only just got caught. He got sloppy. Yeah. It must be.
It probably didn't help when the neighbors came home and they heard, "Watch how high I can get, honey! Watch how high! I'm gonna touch the stars above!"
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna double bounce! Get over here! It must be so blissful.
Hey, look, Ma! No hands!
Just salivating when noticing that they're gonna leave for the weekend.
You know what the scary thing is? Sometimes he plans their vacations for them.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so you've been spending a lot of time here. I booked you a vacation too. South Carolina. It's a lovely breakfast, bed and breakfast. Why don't you guys stay there, honey?
Yeah.
Get the radio. Get everything. We're gonna be bouncing.
Yeah.
It's trampoline time, baby.
Selling them timeshares. So
yes.
They're always gone in December in a timeshare I gave them in Charleston. It's
one day if the neighbors ever decide to leave, he'll have to go to like a divorce court thing and saying, "Now, Your Honor, they want to leave, but I believe that's our trampoline. We need to share custody." Now, why do you believe it is also your trampoline? Well, Your Honor, I just have one simple fact. They didn't have a privacy fence up. All right, yes, you must share custody. Case dismissed. Bang, bang.
Yeah, neglect of the trampoline.
Yes. I can do it for decades, though. Man.
Yeah, no, like he had to have had a system at that point. Like, They're gone when they must have come back when he didn't expect them. Like they're always gone the last week of December, and he's like out there bouncing up and down right before work, brushing his teeth, and they come. Wait, why are you're not supposed to be home yet? You're not supposed to be. What do you mean? This is our house. This is our backyard. Why are you here?
The wife was probably like, "Honey, they're coming. No, wait, I can get higher. I can break the record, baby. No, they're coming. I'm almost there. I'm looking. I can almost touch the clouds."
Where most people who have like a sketchy kit in a duffel bag in their trunk or have it for like burglaries or murder, this guy has like a sneak into the backyard while they're not there, or through the back screen door to get to the trampoline kit. Yeah, you'd really have to have things figured out to do this for 10 years.
And then if he ever leaves something behind, and the neighbors find it, he has to like make up excuses like, "Hey, Bill, I know you've been looking at this trampoline. Is this beer can yours?" "No, man, I think your 14-year-old daughter has a problem with alcohol."
Oh my God.
So you better go talk to her.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
And then he goes like, "Oh, honey, we almost got caught. I can't leave my beer cans there anymore."
Yeah, or, the neighbor comes over and is like, hey, Frankie, this is weird, but I found your wallet on our trampoline. It has your ID in it. It's like, oh, you know what? Oh, God, I'm so embarrassed. This morning, I was on a hurry on the way to work. I tripped and it flew over. You don't have a fence. It was easy for it to fly over. You should definitely... and I completely forgot about it. I went to work. I was so late. Thanks. But yeah, I definitely wasn't over there.
There's like a moment where the neighbor comes up. "Frank, I was looking at your Instagram. Is that you with our trampoline?" "Oh, no. It was one I was testing at the store. I really like your trampoline, but I of course I wouldn't take it when you're not home. No. No, you know me. We've been neighbors for decades, and you know me."
Yeah, what would I have to do? I mean, you'd sneak. I've known you for decades. What do I have to do? Sneak over there? Yeah, I mean, you don't have a fence, so it'd be easy. But
and he starts going, "You think I use your trampoline when you're not home? Are you sweating, right? No, yeah. I think I'm having a little stroke. Honey, call the doctor."
He specifically said when they're not home, right? Because I'm almost imagining him sneaking it while they are home. Just like bouncing right when they're looking away, or at night.
It sounds like it's whenever they're not home.
Yeah. But if he gets desperate enough, it's like 4 a.m.
They'll hear bouncing, and then there'll be a flashlight, and he'll suddenly just drop off and hide under the trampoline.
Bounces into a bush.
Yes, who's there? I know there's someone there. Honey, it's okay. No, Gina, I'm telling you, there is someone who is jumping on our trampoline. I'll find you, crooks.
This ends now.
Yes, this ends now. Honey, I've been telling you, we need to join Neighborhood Watch.
Yeah.
Do you think Frank across the street will be able to help us out? Of course I can. We must protect the trampoline at all costs.
There's a picture of a guy with a trench coat and a hat, silhouette, with jumping on a trampoline with a no sign around it in the neighborhood.
Oh, man, but his wife is ashamed to show her face.
Oh, yeah.
Could it be that he was using the trampoline, or that he's just not good at using a trampoline?
Oh, yeah, he's terrible. He's a terrible trampoline jumper.
He constantly jumps on it, but he'll bounce up, but he'll always fall down.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
Watch me go, whoa!
I can't be seen around a mediocre trampoline jump. She leaves him for a professional trampoliner.
He'll always, usually, he'll, there might not be a net around it, so he'll constantly jump and just fall off the trampoline. He'll always have, a broken leg or a cut on his head or a broken arm. And then the neighbors will be like, I think there's something suspicious in that relationship. Maybe she's just like, oh my God, I can't deal with this. He doesn't know how to bounce.
Yeah. He's
So
an
I think-
embarrassment.
The answer is that it's okay to bounce. They don't have a fence. They didn't want you to bounce. They should have gotten a fence. And also, if you don't want your wife embarrassed, you need to sneak in and do even more practicing on the trampoline.
Yeah.
It's the only way it'll get better.
Yeah. Oh man, that is good advice. I'm glad we got there.
Yes.
This reminds me there is this great episode of Community. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of the show, actually, where two of the characters, Jeff and Troy, stumble upon almost like a secret garden, like hidden trampoline that's on their community college campus. It's like behind some hedges, and no one knows about it. And they sneak off to bounce on the trampoline, and it's so blissful to them that they keep it a secret so it isn't ruined from everyone else. And it just there's sequences of them bouncing on the trampoline, and there's just heavenly music, and it's in slow motion, and they're so happy. They're just how lovely it is to bounce.
I gotta love that trampoline bouncing.
Yeah, and it's got a twist ending. It's a great episode.
Yes. Well, guys, I think we've come to the end of this episode.
I think so.
Unwanted Answers. Boy, did we travel a lot in this episode.
Yeah, this felt like another episode where, you're the first episode record of the day. It feels kind of like I know I remember what happened in the first episode more than I remember what happened in this episode.
I know, it's just like, what happened? I think Huck was in this episode, thank God.
But I don't know why. But yeah, it just feels like that scenario again.
Was the numbers guy here? I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because we talked about how the recurring characters only showed up in this episode.
Yes. But don't worry, they'll be back, guys.
Yeah, they'll all be back in season 4 of Unwanted Answers.
Yes,
and
we're
I know
here
you
in
probably
season
missed
4.
You know who you probably missed? The captain. But he'll be in future episodes, certainly.
He's in quarantine right now,
Yeah,
trying to figure out how to.
Unfortunately, he was on the boat with the skipper, and they have to quarantine together.
Yes. Oh, Skipper, there's no one I'd rather be in quarantine with than you. Hey, Captain. Would you like me to make you your dinner? Oh, sure, Skipper. What'll it be? Yeah, I'll have a poison burger for you, Captain. Oh, it sounds delicious, Skipper. I bet it does. You varmint.
No, it would be really funny to write scripts for each of the recurring characters of what they're doing during quarantine.
Oh, I almost was gonna try to do that. I wasn't able to, but maybe during next time.
Yeah, we should
crack
write
at
like
it.
what the skipper and the captain are doing during quarantine. What Huck
What
is
is
doing
Huck
during
doing?
quarantine.
Huck on his trip to the grocery store, and he has to fight someone in the $5 DVD bin for a copy of a new Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes.
The numbers guy just alone with his numbers.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is quarantined with the number 19.
Yeah.
He's like,
It's funny.
Oh, really? So, I have... Together, you are both the smallest and the largest single digits. Together,
That's a good
you
point.
create a beautiful number.
And
One
another
straight-
prime number.
One round with a little tail on the bottom. It's beautiful. And I must say that if I have to be in quarantine, I'm glad it's with you.
Well, I hope everyone enjoys this very unexpected season 4 we're going into. The
Yes.
4th year we've been doing
The
both comment
4th
section and unwanted answers.
yeah, we weren't expecting it to be like this, but it
No, not at
happened.
all. But here
Just
we
rolling
are.
with the punches now.
In all these questions, they weren't looking for the answers they gave. Or we gave. They weren't looking for the answers we gave to them. But hopefully it helped, or otherwise.
I think it did. I think we made a difference. Is this the one with the lady who was in love with the dog?
I think that might have been it.
Oh,
It's impossible to know.
I know. It's just it becomes a blur after a while.
It's a blur, and there it was.